Okay. Pick your pen and paper. Time to read your body.
Really read. Read it like a book. Know the signs, they say. When to stop and when to press on, you know. The other time we had someone talk about, you know, stress. How to, where's good stress and bad stress. So
I think this conversation this morning, this next conversation I want to have is more about you even knowing what is going on. I have watched on TV someone standing on the podium quite a number of times. Someone standing on the podium and while talking. I mean, I'm talking about public figures, government officials, all over the world. Right there, and the fellow is fainting. Right in front of everybody. So I think this is more of what this conversation is about this morning. Dr. Bukola Gumbiade joins us this morning. He's a lifestyle and wellness practitioner. We appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you for having me.
We call it read your body. What do you call it?
We call it pre-diagnostic checks.
I knew there was going to be one English grammar that is going to terrorize you.
No, it's diagnostic. So before you go for diagnosis, pre-diagnostic checks. So it's just normal English.
Even information. As an expert, Dr. Adeyemi came here, they said information is information. You break it down. So we understand. So what in everyday language, what exactly does that mean?
That means taking note of what is happening within your body before disease is established, knowing what your patterns are, because we all don't have the same, though there's a range, and that is what you see when you go for diagnostic tests. There's a range of these, a range for that, but you should have noticed what is happening within yourself such that you understand you're normal and you take note of what is happening. So it's basically more about self-awareness, not self-diagnosis and not self-medication.
So what's the difference?
Pre-diagnostic is self-awareness. You are aware, you know when you are tired, you know when you are stressed, you know when to pause, you know when you are dehydrated.
How about people who right now as we are talking, they are tired, but they are still working?
They are still...
and they will be saying, no, don't worry, I'm good, I got it. I just want to finish this last paper. They are right now, some of them are working right now as we are talking. They're just using the back of their ear to hear what we're saying.
They are working, but the good thing is they are aware that they are tired.
Are you sure they are aware?
No, okay, some people are aware that they are tired and they are just trying to, maybe they have a deadline and they're trying to push it. But some people, it's you that you're looking at them, that are wondering, you are on last battery life, you are going very soon, you are tired, you are looking tired, and they are wondering, what's wrong with me? I'm fine, my BP is fine, this is fine.
So what's the essence, or the importance of pre-diagnostic, checks when you ignore those signs for, that, I've had this headache since yesterday. I'm sure I just haven't slept well. And then you have the headache for a third day and you're still, pushing it to not sleeping well, even if you've slept 5-6 hours, depending on what. So what happens when the headache goes on? Or when do you get to know maybe it's more than just not resting, this headache? It's something bigger. Are you just saying it's because I've not rested? What if it's something much more than not resting?
Okay, you've noticed you're having headache and you're thinking maybe because I've not rested well. Of course, you should make sure you rest well. And if after resting well, you're still not feeling better, then see your doctor on time. So that it's not a case of maybe a brain aneurysm waiting to happen and they have to rush you to the hospital and nobody can really do so much at that point. Because the truth is, we are in this modern day, there's so much stress, we are not eating right for ourselves, then even the hospitals are overwhelmed. So you are putting yourself at a risk by not doing something about what you are noticing on time. So,
to be clear, it's just occurred to me now. So what we are talking about is not diagnosis. It's pre-diagnosis.
Yes, before.
Something that you will see and say, well, maybe I think I need to investigate this. So what are some of these, examples?
The first one is your energy level when you wake up. When you wake up, do you feel refreshed or you feel really tired?
When you wake up?
When you wake up in the morning, do you feel rested or you feel tired. When you wake up and you put your feet on the ground, maybe you are going to the restroom, are you feeling pains?
Or dizzy?
Or dizzy? Those are things you need to watch. Do you have energy crash after eating? That's after eating, you are so groggy, you just want to sleep. It's a different thing to decide to sleep after eating.
Excuse me.
I wanted to say that one. Like, it seems that it's the norm that people say, let me just eat a plate of eba or abala and go and sleep.
Thank you.
It's as if that is the normal thing.
Thank you.
That's what I'm trying to differentiate.
Because once I eat amala with ogbono soup,
you want to sleep is different from you just crashed after eating. Okay. You decided on your own that, I finished eating, I want to sleep.
What if you don't know the difference? Because it's such a norm now. You may feel that energy crashes because it's a norm to eat and then sleep. Okay. So you won't know that there's something wrong.
Where you will know the difference is maybe you're in the office and you're actively busy. You have something you are doing, but immediately you have your lunch, or you have, maybe it's breakfast or dinner or whatever, or you just had a meal, you find yourself not being able to concentrate, you're already feeling very sleepy. It's a different thing if, this is my weekend, after eating, I want to go and sleep. That is you deciding, because you are the one in control. But when it's a case of, I don't have control over it, in fact, I've seen people who skip meals because of that. That they know after eating, they would feel sleepy, so because of that they will skip.
What's the implication of that, Dr.?
The implication is telling you that there's a metabolic overload. Your body is not processing the food well. It's feeling, some of the organs are feeling stressed in some way. The digestive system is overloaded in a way. So that is what it's telling you. So you now go for diagnostic check to confirm what is happening.
Okay.
So what about the ones that, when you can't control it, like pregnant women? They don't have control over most. They believe they don't.
No,
really.
pregnancy is
another condition.
Normal physiological condition.
How do you read your body as a pregnant woman? Like, for instance, that energy crash.
Pregnancy is not. It's not a time to read your body.
What are that? So that's one, because I really wish you had.
Because there's a lot going on at that stage. So that's not a time to read your body.
Okay. What other sign should people look out for right now?
One thing that people should also look for is is your mood or your libido. Now you see a lot of people, for the men, you are using sildenafils, you are using different drugs to boost libido. For the women, there's no solution, maybe kayamata or something that they are using now. But if you have to use something to get in the mood, then something is wrong, because our body is an energy allocation system. It will discourage you to do something that will make you burn energy. So, and when you have libido, you burn energy. So if it's discouraging you, then there's a problem.
Okay, this one, I know that we have to speak in a way that, what if this is more mental as opposed to physiological?
The mental, what you call mental and physiological, they work hand in hand. Your emotions have its role in your physiological state, and your physiological state have its role in your mental state. So they work hand in hand. If you are stressed, for example, or you are not happy, your body is producing a lot of cortisol, and of course that will affect the hormonal balance and of course the libido.
Interesting. I'm sure that there are others.
Yes.
What are them?
There is also the urine color.
Yeah.
You need to,
Okay.
Your urine color, you need to be sure. Your urine is supposed to be pale yellow, not deep gold. So if it's pale yellow, then you're fine. But if it's deep gold, you are either dehydrated or you have a lot of toxins. And if you are not using a supplement, of course, it shouldn't be deep gold. Then another thing you should also check is your bowel movement.
Yeah.
What's the frequency? What's the texture? Color. Because that will tell you if there's a gut imbalance.
So and color as well.
Yes, and the color.
So
those are
essentially, people should not just look out for these colors. They should know the colors.
They should know
and the implication of them.
Yes.
Okay.
And children, it's one thing for adults to be able to read their bodies because you can feel. But how do you do that for children?
You start educating them.
Right.
There should be discussions about how do you feel right now. your urine, what was the color, your poo, how many times have you been to the loo today, and all of that. There should be discussions around this in the home. You start educating them early so they grow up to be self-aware, so they can diagnose themselves before diagnosis is needed.
And there are those, well, every organ is vital, really, because, there's some that they take out and they say you don't need it, like when you have this appendicitis and all that. But, there's some vital organs that are, very important for body function. Like when you hear people start saying they have liver issues and kidney issues and heart issues, how do you read, your body in terms of those organs? How can you notice that something is wrong? I know that you talk about the poo and pee. I think those ones too are good. But outside of those, what if you don't have any indication of maybe a failing system?
There's no way. The body speaks to us. We are like an hybrid car. The body speaks to you. But what happens is we become desensitized to those alerts over time. If your body tells you to go and urinate and you hold it, you will lose that part, that urgency part in the brain.
Okay.
It will stop telling you. For the kidneys, for example, though it's silent, you might not know, but one of the first things that happen in the human body is the loss of energy.
Right.
The loss of energy is the first thing. So, because there are so many times that we see clients, for example, and they tell you, this is it. I've been feeling off for the past 2 years. I've been feeling off for the past 6 months. Yes, they've been feeling off, but their lab results was always coming back normal.
Yeah.
So it requires deep investigation, because if you feel off, make sure you stay on your doctor to find out what is happening.
Feel meaning feel uninspired, lethargic?
Yes, your energy level is low. You discover you start craving for maybe coffee or something sugar or energy drinks before you can do basic things.
Whoa.
So when you start noticing all of those things, or you just realize your mood is not stable, you are crying for no good reason, you are angry for no good reason, then something is wrong fundamentally.
Physiological. What if some of this is like a mental state? Some of these things, like maybe the low energy, mood swings, it could be depression of some sorts that's coming on.
And depression is also happening inside the body. It's not outside of the body. It's inside. So if you, like, for example, depression has been linked with gut imbalance.
Wow.
So if you are depressed, for example, and there's no reason to be, we call someone being depressed when there's no much reason to be depressed. You can't be sad because there's a reason, but if you are depressed and there's no visible reason, or is something you should be able to get out of, then check your guts.
Okay. We've heard this quite a bit, but we sometimes just take it for granted. Quality of sleep.
Yeah.
How significant is that in all this?
Very significant. Because when we sleep, that is when the body detoxifies itself. It's like you have a very good plumbing system in your house that brings in fresh water, but you can't flush your toilet, your kitchen sink is clogged. It's not, no matter how beautiful the house is, you will not want to stay in it. So when you sleep is when detoxification happens. That is when the brain rests, and it's even able to sweep out the toxins that happen. Your brain is able to develop new brain cells. So there's a lot that happens when you are sleeping. The body grows, as a not grow like you are growing physically as an adult, but repair happens within the system. So sleep is really important.
Yes, and the timing, there's this timing of sleep that I see everywhere, as in between 10 p.m. and this thing happens between. So, I mean, is that actually true?
Yes. The body has its own circadian rhythm.
Yeah.
Which is, you have pineal glands at the back of your eyeballs. So from the first sunlight, the body starts counting its own time. And from the first sunlight, so the body knows, let me produce cortisol to make you stay awake. Let me start producing digestive enzymes to digest food and all of that. And when it's getting to 10 o'clock, the body is winding down. It's reducing digestive enzymes, it's reducing some, then some other enzymes are happening. So the body has its own natural clock, and it's best to sleep according to that clock so that you don't look for trouble.
You know, you're talking about normal people.
Okay.
Because there are some people who will say, look, no, that's not who I am. My own is different. You know, there are so many issues to raise with you, Dr. Agnubede, but we are totally out of time now. Because we have to take some other issues up. Just guaranteed for you as well. We have only just started. Because I see on the list that you've already given us, I see breath control, I see menstrual changes, whatever that is. You talk about it the next time we engage you. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you.
Dr. Bukola Agunbiyade is a consultant, a lifestyle and wellness doctor. We appreciate your time today.
Thank you.